Welcome back to the Nerd Cops podcast. We are in our second episode of our Batman D&D. Last week, we basically, Casey and Renner were, their characters were tied to a chair in a warehouse. They had to break out of it. They ended up fighting a large, muscly, gray man who ended up being Solomon Grundy. And then at the very end, they discovered for themselves that they are respectively. Casey is Batman and Renner is Dick Grayson. And so right now they find themselves in kind of the more officey side of the warehouse. They have knocked out Solomon Grundy. Two of the more henchmen kind of people fled the scene as soon as they saw what they did to Solomon Grundy, and they found their belongings, and that's where we leave off. So, with that said, what would you like to do?
Okay, so yeah, we
Uh,
should we just go down the hall or do we need to Oh, you look like you're doing a thing.
wow, this ID
Oh.
card definitely says that I'm like the rich and famous, handsome Bruce Wayne. Wow.
Okay, with that said, when you do read your wallet and the information, each of you do kind of have a little bit of a flood of memory of and you're like, oh yeah. And so you get the basics of, Casey or Bruce Wayne, you're Batman, Dick Grayson, you're Dick Grayson, or do you want to be Nightwing? I will allow it.
Yes.
Okay, you are Nightwing.
I don't want to be fucking Robin.
Okay.
I would
You're
like
Robin.
to wear pants, please.
So you remember all the basic
Overrated
stuff that you would remember. That kind of triggered that, oh, okay. Alfred, all the normal things that you would remember. So, what would you like to do?
Why are we here? Just to suffer?
Just
Never mind.
I don't know. I look over at him and say, I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel so good. So I guess I'm gonna grab all of my belongings.
Okay.
Is there any gear? I look through the bag. I see.
I took everything out of the bags.
Yeah, so
okay.
you
I was
kind
just making sure.
I will just say, as soon as you figured out what was going on, I'm just gonna say you handed Bruce his bag. And so each of you in there, you find like your personal belongings. You realize that none of it is like Batman or Nightwing related. It is like it would have been what is on the belongings of Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. So you've got maybe car keys, obviously the wallets we talked to. You each have a cell phone, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna try to call Alfred.
Okay.
I am also going to try to call Alfred.
So
I know my adopted father, and I know that my adopted grandfather actually loves me more than he loves Bruce.
So y'all both try to call Alfred at the same time, causing that
Lovely.
Because it can't take both phone calls at the same time.
That's not how cell phones work, but okay.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I am going back to like 20 years ago.
Hey, stop trying to call Alfred. I got it.
And I go ahead and do that. I stop.
Okay. I try to call Alfred again.
Phone rings. Oh, yes, Master Grayson. Where are you? Are you with Bruce?
Yeah, I'm with Bruce. I have no idea where we are.
So you aren't at the event.
What event?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Me and Bruce woke up like tied to chairs, and there was this really big gray guy who talked really funny, and like I hit him in the balls. I don't know where we are. We're in some sort of warehouse.
Okay, so Gordon and his team have been trying to reach me all night. Tonight was the night of the fundraiser. So you have not been there at all?
No, I don't remember anything of what you're talking about.
Okay. So can you give me an idea? Like, are you outside? Are you inside?
I am inside. I am currently in the office of like what appears to be a warehouse, and to like my left is a hallway that maybe it goes outside. I don't know. I haven't been over there.
Okay, if you can give me some kind of pinpoint of where you are, Master Grayson, I will send pickup right away.
Okay. Bruce, come follow me. I go down the hallway while still on the phone with Alfred.
Okay.
I follow him, I guess.
So with that said, and I should have mentioned this earlier, when you picked up your phone originally, both of y'all both had a bunch of missed calls from you recognized Gordon's number, but also just there were a few from Alfred, a lot from just other numbers that weren't in your phone, but a lot of missed calls were going on. So
Interesting.
yes,
That's not good.
For both of us?
for
That
both of
applies
you.
to both
And
of us.
actually, Casey, you had a lot more. You had like Dick Grayson
That
probably
makes
had like
sense.
5 missed calls from, altogether. You had probably about 20. Bruce, you had a text from Gordon saying, Bruce, where are you? Tonight was super important. I need you tonight. And then followed by just a whole bunch of missed calls.
Okay, so just one text. Okay.
Yeah. Dick, you are still on the phone with Alfred. You're heading down the hallway. You can see at the end of the hallway, there is a door. And yeah, and there's the rest of the hallway. You can look in. It's just different rooms, but nothing. There's no one in there. Nothing
necessary.
really
Okay.
there.
Okay, so go out the door.
Okay. So you go out the door. You see that it's pitch black. You do see a river to your right, and just kind of a forest to your left. Just kind of followed by just the road that leads to the warehouse, just going kind of in between them.
Okay, so Al, it looks like we have what direct like cardinal direction is the river and the forest?
It is in the middle of the night, so it is very hard to
There's
tell.
still
Do you
there's
can you tell me like what you would base that off of?
The moon's position, because it's just like the sun. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west, same with the moon.
Okay.
So
So you can see the moon to your left.
okay,
Kind of
so
obviously up to the left, but
okay, like up to
It's
the
right
left.
there.
Where'd you come from?
What time does my phone say?
Uh, at
Is it
12:45.
okay?
Or yeah, whatever.
Okay, so at this point it's like going down, so it's setting in the west. And so if I'm facing the moon and the moon is west, is that the side that so if looking at the moon and it's going down, so west, does that, and the river's to my left, that means that's
The river was to your
south?
right.
Oh, so the river's to the north, the woods are to the south?
Sure.
Okay, so I tell
I didn't
Alfred this
catch
is
you.
what I can
Yes.
see. I just tell Alfred like, hey, like the river's to my north. Can I see the city across the river?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I can see the city from where I'm at.
Yes.
And
Okay.
and I tell Alfred that, and then I tell him like it looks like we're on like a service road that goes directly to this warehouse.
Got it. Okay. I think I know exactly where you are. Give me just a little bit. Where do you want to go? Do you want to come back to the Bat Cave? Do you want to be dropped off somewhere else? Do you need to go to the medical facility, or do you want me just to take care of you?
Hold on, we'll get to that first thing in a second. Bruce, are you hurt?
Do I need to observe that?
You did you get hit at all?
I don't think
Nope.
I did.
You did not get
The
hit.
people suck, so no one got
Yeah, I know that was true.
Y'all.
So no,
stating the obvious, both of y'all were drugged, but nobody is actively hurt.
Do we need to get to the fundraiser? Or is it too late?
Is the fundraiser over at this point?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's almost 1:00 a.m. Gordon doesn't live your lifestyle, so yes, that finished a few hours ago. You may need to reach out to him and see what's going on there.
Okay. Bruce, call Jim. I think we're okay. Okay. What did you say about the Batcave?
What did I say about the Batcave?
You said, do we need to go back to the Batcave? Like, what the fuck is the? Sorry, what the heck is the Batcave?
Okay, keep in mind when you heard your name, you know that like that stuff came back.
Wait, hold on. I thought you said that only the stuff that was on like the ID. So like we know we're Bruce Wayne.
I was saying everything that you would like immediately know. Like there is still a mystery to like what has happened to you over the last X amount of time. You don't remember that.
Okay.
But you kind of kicked you into everything you basically knew about yourself. You came back and go, oh my gosh, yes, I'm
yeah, okay.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so I'm having Bruce call Jim. Let's go back to the Batcave.
I like his idea, but I realize that we should probably check all of our stuff for trackers or anything. Can we do an investigation of all of our stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an investigation roll.
Ooh, 20.
Nat 20, let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your modifier? Because that's an intelligence.
Yes. So that is Batman. 0. So yeah. So, but still, nat 20. Okay, so with that 20, you check all of your stuff and Grayson's stuff. There's nothing there. You're all good.
So so then
you can just tell they didn't think you were actually going to be much of a threat. It was more just a hey, keep these guys in here.
Wow, they're dumb. Okay, that's cool. So I call up Jim like Dick requested.
Yeah.
So
it rings. Bruce, where were you? I need
drugs.
What? Bruce, this is serious. Bruce, this is serious. We have been talking about this for weeks. You know how important tonight was for me.
I like punch him and I'm like, mention Grundy, dumbass.
We have been kidnapped. We don't exactly know where we are. Grundy was involved.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Are you safe now? Do you need anything right now?
Alfred has help coming to pick us up. We should be fine.
Okay.
I do apologize.
It is what it is. I mean, you just know you know what tonight was all about, and I'm not sure it's going to happen. Without your support.
I'll be honest.
At this point?
Okay, we don't. No. Okay, so I level with them. I'm going to level with them and just say, at the moment, I really don't know. I think we've been drugged. I only remember a limited amount of stuff right now. But
so this whole campaign, nothing going on in your head?
Nope.
Okay. So, well, I mean, I've been running for mayor for months now, and
who is this guy? Oliver Queen?
And Gilda's been running a good campaign ever since she got her husband put away. People see her as the hero of the city, but I still can't trust her. I think for the best of Gotham, I think I still need to take her down. Gilda? And tonight was such an important part of that.
I apologize. We will figure that out. Meanwhile, I need a night of sleep. But
okay.
I'll give you a call.
I punch him again. I'm just like, dude, like at least tell him that, like, hey, like, we're still gonna, like, clearly, like, campaigning is, like, still part of the importance. Like, you're still gonna back him.
And I do that. And fair point. I don't know how to conduct myself as a billionaire. So
that's Casey talking.
Casey
does not know how to conduct himself as a billionaire business mogul.
Alas. Surprise, surprise. So I do that. I reiterate, we will figure this out. He is still a priority. I will make it up to him. And I tell him I will contact him tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we were about $1 million short tonight of our goal, but if we
we'll talk here. Just kidding.
For real?
Yeah. I punch him again.
hang on. Is that a bad idea? I mean,
I don't know who you're
Wayne's
looking
You're a
at. I'm not
billionaire!
going to tell you.
Yeah, well, no, I'm asking Renner.
Okay.
So hang
You're
on.
a
Yeah, okay.
billionaire! Come on!
Okay, yeah. Say no. I got your backing. The rest of it, I'll make it up to you. I got you.
You're talking as Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is like the guy that will literally just throw money at anything. And like, yes, you would totally do this.
I'm sorry. Sometimes role play. I debated on a bag of Doritos today. All right. Different lifestyles here. All right. I'm having to work at this. For the record, I bought them.
I just like to point out that you preface that statement as role play. I debated on a bag of Doritos. I'm like, who did you role play as to debate a bag of Doritos?
Yeah,
the struggle is real. Fine. Continue.
Okay. I'll take over for a second. Okay. Thank you so much. That will genuinely, that's going to be really helpful. Could we still meet in the morning to talk through the marketing, the campaign, what we can use that money to do, to change and to help?
I like nudge him and just like it depends on what we find. Like it depends what we find out about like what just happened. So I would say maybe.
Yeah. I would say let me get back to you. We're kind of still in a pickle at the moment. I will give you a call tomorrow.
Okay. I'll wait for your call.
All right.
Do you hang up? Is that the end of the conversation?
I say peace out and then I hang up.
Okay.
What a fucking douche.
Renner, did you ever hang up with Alfred?
No, Alfred's been here the whole time.
He heard that whole conversation.
And he, quite right, Master Grace. No. No, he's probably gonna talk to me about that my insulting of my adopted parent as soon as we get back to the Batcave.
Okay, so we hung up with them. What I look over at Dick and should we just sit here and wait?
I mean I don't know what kind of assistance Bruce is sending our way. This is question for DM.
Yep.
Is like, are we in like current day like Bat fam situation? So like Jason's here, Tim's here, Damien's here.
Just for the sake of consistency, I will just say Barbara is around. Barbara is Batgirl. Still the daughter of Jim. No other Robins currently exist. He's on the market right now. And no other
God. So that means like we're fresh off of Jason's death right now. Oh damn.
I'm glad I have Renner. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I mean, like he could like be sending Barbara our way.
So I think we should mind our surroundings, though. I mean, he could be sending. I mean, he's sending somebody, but we don't want to get some surprise attack.
Are you still on the phone with Alfred?
Oh,
I am still on the phone with Alfred. So
check if he's still there.
Do we have an ETA, Al?
Yes, I'm pulling up momentarily.
Oh, okay. Is Barb okay? Like, is Jim okay? Is it just us? Were we the only ones that disappeared? Like, what happened? Like,
I haven't. Jim did reach out to me asking where you were. I told him I was not sure. He didn't mention Barbara, so I would assume if she was gone, he would have mentioned something about her. But as far as I know, you two are the only ones who were involved in this.
Okay. All right. We'll see you in a second.
Okay. Is that you hanging up? Okay.
Yes, I now hang up.
Is there I don't know. I want to just check our surroundings. Can I do some sort of
perception
check?
Yep.
Just check around.
Give me a D20.
16.
Okay. Yeah, so really you look around, you can see, it's not a super wet ground, but you can see little foot tracks, heading to like just a little bit in front of you. You can see where a car took off very quickly. You kind of deduce, yeah, that was probably the people who ran away from you. Other than that, kind of on a similar path, you do see just like lines just dragged across the ground heading into the entrance, from just a place where that car was. So
Lines of what?
It kind of looks like two people may have just been dragged along the ground.
Okay.
So,
like blood or something.
No,
okay.
just
Cool.
tracks.
Bro, use your detective vision.
Ding.
Don't you have to have the cowl for that? Or
I
is
think
that
I have
just
to have the cowl
your
for
head?
that.
It depends. Is this the Arkham verse?
We're not going there. All right. Moving on. All right.
If this is the Arkham verse, then no, it's just a set of contacts.
This is not the Arkham verse. This is the Telltale verse.
Ah, ew! Ew!
No, that is that is a joke. So,
we played that, and that's gross. I'm offended.
I like that game, but okay.
Yeah, I didn't say the game was bad. I just the universe is gross.
That's fair.
I mean, especially in comparison.
Okay, as you're looking around, you see from a slight distance, you can see a car pull in, two headlights. It gets closer and closer. It gets closer, and then
do we recognize the car?
Yes.
Okay.
So it is. You can tell it is. You're like, okay, that's Alfred. So
yeah,
Alfred.
I point that. We acknowledge it.
Yep. Alfred hops out and is like, do you need help getting in the car, or are y'all of capable mind right now?
We're fine. We just beat the crap out of Grundy. We're okay. So I get in the back seat because obviously Bruce is gonna want to sit in the front.
Okay. Does Bruce get in the front?
Guess Bruce gets in the front.
Okay.
That's too bad. I was a dick and I climbed up from the back seat into the front seat. So I then point at the back as you open the door.
I mean, that's fair. Honestly, rich people don't sit up front. So,
you're right. I'm poor.
I didn't say that. I've never seen a rich person get out of the passenger seat of a limo or a car. So, okay. So we're in the car. Where we going?
So Al, is Barb still on patrol right now? Or was she supposed to be at the event? Like, was she supposed to be on patrol covering us for the event? Like,
no, I mean, since it was such an important event for her father, we thought it would be a good idea for her to attend that with him, so for appearances and all of that. So, again, since Jim did not mention anything about her, I would assume she was there.
Okay.
Okay,
y'all start. Actually,
I don't like how this is nothing's been for sure here. Mind that, but
okay. So where are we going? Are we going back to the Batcave? Is there any business y'all need to take care of?
No, let's go back to the Batcave.
Okay,
I like it.
I also don't like that he ignored my question of when I asked if
that might have been my bad.
Barb or Corey called me or texted me.
Oh, Barbara did not text you. Corey does not exist. So just for the sake of
That's
not
true.
For the sake of this is my fictional goddamn universe. It is true.
Corey never came.
He is the writer here. So.
Okay.
Respect.
Yeah. So, but no text from Barbara. Neither of y'all got a call or text from Barbara. So,
okay. She must be out. I'm making the assumption that she must be out on patrol then. But I don't say anything about that. I'm making a mental.
But he did ask out loud, and I do observe that nobody knows for sure. So I think we should go check on Barbara. I point that out to Renner and ask him if he wants to do that.
I'll let y'all talk through how y'all want to do that.
Okay. Genuine conversation.
This can just be outside of character if you want it to be, or in character if you want.
I'm just going to, in character wise, just pull out my phone and call Barbara. Put it on speaker.
No, I mean, that's fair.
Okay. Ring. 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 Goes to voicemail.
Okay. Because this is the Bat family we're talking about, I then take out the hidden, like, the Bat phone out of the glove compartment and call Barbara on her Bat phone.
Does that ring any differently? Would you like a special ring for this
no,
one?
you absolutely have to have a special one.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no,
let's say
no.
it's just elevator music of like no, but it's like the elevator version.
I approve.
I can't sing that version for some reason. It doesn't work in my head. Yeah, no answer.
Okay, that's not good.
No. Let's go check on her.
Did Jim say anything? Like, I don't remember Jim saying anything about Barbara.
Jim didn't mention anything about her. So, which you can take to mean whatever you'd like. I mean, if he thought his daughter was missing, you could argue he would probably bring that up.
Oh, 100%. But also, at this point in time, like, this is me outside of character. At this point in time, if we went missing, it's weird that we didn't hear anything from Barbara.
Yeah. I think we should go check on her.
We need to go check on Barb.
Okay.
Do you happen to have last known location of Barb, Al?
Again, as far as I know, she was at the party. So,
okay.
If anything, Jim may know.
Do we call Jim or just check her home?
No, because she would technically, at this point, she's an adult. She would be living on her own. Let's swing by her place.
Okay.
Before going back to the Batcave.
All right.
You say this out loud?
We tell this to Alfred.
Yes, I say that out loud.
Cool. Obviously, Alfred knows where that is. He starts heading that way. Is there any, on the drive there, is there any other questions or anything you have for Alfred?
Nope. We're just jamming out to Journey.
No, the fuck we're not.
I think it'd be more like The Cure, but, whatever.
It's the Goo Goo Dolls. And I don't want the world to see me, cause I don't.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't go emo enough. My bad.
I turned the music down. That's why are we listening to this? Anyway,
I switch it to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance.
Al, where did you lose us? Like where?
Yeah.
When did you see us last? You saw us at the house?
No, that's a good question. I think you said you were going to meet up with somebody. You were very vague though. You didn't mention who, but it was just slightly before the party. Maybe an hour. I think the party started around 7 or 8, and it was about an hour before then. And you said you had to go meet with someone real quick about, and again, you were very vague, but I didn't see you after that. And you were supposed to, obviously, you were supposed to come back home to get dressed for the party, and I would attend that with you if you wanted me to, but that was the last I had heard from you.
And you didn't drop us off? Which car did we take?
You actually insisted on driving your own car. You wanted to drive.
Ooh.
Because we took my car?
Uh-huh.
Can we track it? Surely we have a tracker on his car.
No, like that is like that would be something that we would have. So like, are we able to track where my car is? Ow.
Well, I mean, theoretically, yes. Unfortunately, I just kind of took our regular car. I don't have all of your gadgets. You don't have any of your gadgets with you.
So when we get back to the Batcave, we can.
Theoretically, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that when we get back. Okay.
Yeah,
focus.
We'll check on Barbara.
Barb.
And then Barb. Yeah.
No, that's me. You don't get to call her that.
Sorry, I don't know these things.
You didn't date her. You don't get to call her that.
Okay, so so you pull up. You're outside of character. Would Barbara live in an apartment or
it would
a
more
house?
than likely be an apartment. It would be an apartment, unless she and even like if she was living with like her parents. I'm pretty sure even like Jim and her mom would also be in an apartment. It is Gotham.
Isn't her mom also Barbara? Or am I wrong on that?
I don't
think
know.
so. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Okay, so
I like kind of like I like kind of like look at the backseat. It was just like, hey, like stay here. Like no offense, everybody knows you were supposed to be there tonight, and you're Bruce Wayne. We don't need people freaking out that Bruce Wayne is in this random building coming to see Barbara Gordon. I've been here I've been here a lot.
He might have a point, so I stay in the car.
Okay, as you are approaching the apartment, you know, obviously Alfred would know the optimal place to visit Barbara. He gets close to that parking spot. As you get close to that, Dick Grayson, you see your car.
Oh,
my car's here. I like point at my car. I like then look at the apartment building and I'm like, oh shit. I like before like Alfred's even like officially parked, like I like hop out the car and I'm like running.
Okay. And what do you do?
I literally go to her apartment. Like I'm so
okay.
concerned now.
Okay.
Infinitesimally more concerned.
So you get to her apartment. What do you get to her door? What are you doing?
Is it open? Is it closed?
It is closed.
Okay. I like knock.
No answer. Oh, dude.
I like
no, I can't say anything.
I like knock again.
I'm in a car.
Barb, are you in there?
No answer.
I try the handle.
It is locked.
I then take out my keys and use my key to her apartment.
I will accept that. Yep.
And I open the door. I'm coming in. I say
the door opens. Yep, the door opens. Lights are off.
I like flick the lights on. I swear to God, if we're doing Killing Joke, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
You turn the lights on. Nothing. You don't see anything. Just her apartment.
Barbara. I take out my phone and like I call her phone to see if I can like hear it.
It's on silent.
I then yeah, I know, but like I'm hearing that he wouldn't have done the if I didn't hear it. I hear it and I immediately like zone in on it, and I go find it.
Yeah, you find her phone. You see
where was it?
two missed calls. It's just on the couch.
What's the layout like? I'm assuming I'm in the living room. Like it's like
yeah, so like so yeah, you enter living room, TV. To the left is the kitchen, and you can kind of see if you go further, that's where there's like little hallways to the bedroom.
Can I see into the kitchen? Like, is it like an open wall layout, or is like the kitchen like blocked off? But
it's an open layout. You can kind of see into the kitchen.
Is there like anything in the kitchen?
The lights are turned off in there, but from what the light you have, there's nothing you can see.
Yeah, there's nothing I can see. Like, there's no like food or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay. I then go towards Barbara's, like I would assume bathroom and room area.
Okay. Do you turn on lights on the way there?
No. Now I'm going full. Now I'm going full Nightwing mode now.
Okay.
And I like listen to see if I can hear anything.
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Is the bathroom open? Closed?
Open. The bedroom door's closed. Let's say bedroom door's closed. Bathroom door. All the lights are off in the entire house. So.
Okay. I like open the bathroom door. I put my phone away and like I then take out the chair like the chair leg that I have because I didn't like drop it or anything. I have the chair leg and I'm like I open the door. Do I see anything in there?
Nope.
Okay. I go to the bedroom and like I listen up to the door. Like I put like my ear to the door. Do I hear anything?
No.
I open the door. And
it is unlocked.
Yeah. I open the door.
It opens. There's not a lot of light coming in because it is a little bit more distant from the living room lights, but from the little light you do have, you can't see anything.
I like reach over to the I don't step into the room, but like I reach over to like the door frame, like the other side of the door frame, and flick the lights on.
Lights come on. It's just her room.
I like look at the window, like that's in the room, anything there.
Nope, everything looks pretty much normal.
Okay, I then turn around, I go back to the living room. I like do a more thorough investigation of the living room.
Okay. For the sake of D&D, go ahead and give me an investigation roll. Bruce, you can take a
16.
short rest in the car. Okay.
I mean, technically, I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's true.
I'm just chilling.
So with the 16, I will say I'm gonna push back on one thing that I previously said. When I said it was on the couch, it was more in the couch, like between a cushion.
Like it had been like sat on.
Yeah, like she might have been sitting there and it kind of fallen in there. So it wasn't just like sitting on top of, but it was kind of in the couches. From there, I mean, you do kind of look around. You do know her pretty well. You kind of know what she takes with her and what she doesn't. You do notice that her purse, her keys, most of the stuff that she would take out with her is not there except for her phone. But that's what you notice. In terms of the actual room itself, it just kind of seems like it's a pretty normal. Doesn't seem like it's too out of place.
Okay. I go to the kitchen because this is like the 90s, and I know that she has a notepad next to her corded home phone that is connected to the apartment. And I
feel like we went from having smartphones to corded home phones.
No, we had flip phones. Flip phones. Flip phones.
That's fine. I guess technically I didn't say you checked email, you didn't do the internet browsing. I guess that's fine. So okay.
I basically write a note saying like, hey, give me a call when you get home. Don't know what happened. Sorry we missed tonight. Little fuzzy on some things, period. And then like I like sign it Dick. I put it
any hearts.
No. Yeah. I like close her phone on the note and then set it on the coffee table, where it's obviously like out of place.
Not where it would normally be.
Not where it would normally be. I then go out, lock the door behind me, and exit the building.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All of that is done. You are heading back towards the parking garage.
Do I see anybody as I'm like leaving? Other than obviously Bruce and Alfred in the car next to my car.
No, since it is so late at night, it's probably, around between 1 and 2 a.m. I mean, it's a pretty quiet night.
Yeah, for Gotham anyway, but also nobody wants to be out after a certain point unless you want to encounter, Anyway, okay, that's fine. I go over to the car and I'm assuming that after I pointed out my car, Alfred went over to where my car was parked.
Yeah, let's just say he parked around your car. Let's say two spots away. The car next to it was taken. The spot next to it was taken.
I go over and I do the roll the window down motion. Yep, that's how it would have worked. No, hold on. No, actually, that car would have been expensive. That car would have been expensive. It would have had electric windows.
We're rich. We don't do.
You're rich. I grew up in a circus. My family died, and you decided to adopt me.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this, Dick. Did you buy this car, or did he buy this car? Oh wait, no. Sorry, you're talking to Alfred. So this is Alfred's.
Yes,
this is Bruce's car.
This is Bruce's car.
He gets the button.
Yeah, he has the. Okay, so I'm just like, hey, I didn't notice anything out of the. I explained everything to him, and I'm just like, she left her phone. That's why we haven't heard from her. Don't know exactly what happened, what's going on. I left a note. Hopefully, when she gets back, she'll give me a call.
that is quite worrisome. Do you think we should reach out to Jim?
If you want to, I would go ahead. But also, I don't know if that would be the best idea because we don't want to worry him. Like, we don't want to give him a heart attack. It just in case he hasn't seen Barbara. But then again, he didn't say anything about Barbara, so Barbara must be okay. But also, if we ask him, he'll be like, why do you need to know about Barbara? Especially after what we just went through. So, I'm going to go ahead and, because I have my keys, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I have my keys. I will meet you back at the cave.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I go to my car, I hop in my car, and no, Bruce may have helped me buy it, but it's not like the most expensive car. It's probably just like it's like a Toyota Corolla. It's probably nothing like super fancy because I'm not Bruce and I
would
want
at least
to know
buy
who
you
I
a
am.
Camry, bro.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Anyway, I then go back to drive towards the cave.
I'm gonna pause you right there. So as you approach your car, you do realize that this is kind of what you're thinking for the most part. Hey, I know I have a beat up car, but man, that car looks a lot more beat up than I remember.
Oh no! I do an investigation on my car.
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
17.
Yeah, so you pretty quickly realized that there was probably a big muscly man around your car who most likely met y'all here and found y'all here. So he was definitely here. Definitely some kind of scuffle ensued in this car.
Are we like broken glass, dented quarter panels?
It's more
scuffle?
It's nothing so obvious that like people would have called it in, but you can tell like there was definitely some pushing up against the car, kind of things like that. No broken glass, but definitely some like dents and bruises and cuts and stuff that that weren't there. Nothing that would cause other people to go, "Oh my gosh, that car is destroyed." But for you to go, that's more beat up than I know it should be.
I look in the back seat. Like I just like peek in. Is there anything in the back seat?
Just whatever you would normally have in your back seat.
Anything in the front seat?
No, not that you can tell.
Passenger seat, because I can see that too.
Nope.
I get down and I check underneath my car.
You can definitely tell there's like a lot of different liquids on the bottom of your car that's a pretty big pile that probably shouldn't be there.
You're leaking.
I then fluid. Stand up, brush off whatever my evening wear is, because obviously we were going out to this
you were supposed to, just to clarify, you were going to meet back with Alfred to get ready for the event. So you were just kind of in your people clothes. Y'all weren't in your high nines yet.
Okay, so
peasants. All right, cool.
As so peasants as you did.
I then go back over and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna drive.
Okay, so I go ahead and get out and do an investigation on the car, see if they rigged it with anything.
You mean investigation roll?
My phone fell asleep. 1.
As you go towards
it's a car.
Man, this Batman.
It's a boom boom.
This Batman is a bit of a dumbass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
It is the Telltale universe. No.
I mean, you head towards the car and you're like, man, that kind of looks like your car. I don't really even see a difference.
I walk up to him
I explained to Alfred what's going on with the car. Obviously, that's radiator fluid, oil, probably even brake fluid. I'm not driving this car safely.
And you rolled a high enough number, you can even smell that. You get that obvious. This isn't air conditioning condensation. This is
I'm not driving this car safely. I'll catch a ride back with you guys. Well, I'll have the car towed, or Bruce can have the car towed, because whatever happened today is probably his fault anyway.
That tracks.
Okay.
So I hop
you're
back in the
Bruce.
car.
You're not supposed to agree with me.
Oh. No, it's your fault. No, I'm not good at that.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Anyway, I then
find the balance in between there, and that's where you should be.
Somewhere is where we should be.
You probably just like sigh and like rub your eye, like your forehead, and then like get back in the car. I get back in the car too.
All right, and then we tell Alfred to go ahead and go back to the Batcave.
Correct.
Okay, sounds good. Obviously he drives out of the parking garage, starts heading towards home. Anything else y'all want to talk about on the journey there?
I can't think of any more questions.
Who's this lady Jim's running up against? Grimelda or whatever.
Grimelda? Oh, you mean Gilda?
Yeah, that lady.
Yeah, you've known her for a long time. Oh, is this part of the memory forgetting thing again, Master Dick Grayson? Okay, so yes, this is Gilda Dent, right? The wife,
Harvey's wife.
Well, yeah, before his passing, of course, but yes.
Wait, hold on. Harvey's dead?
Oh my gosh, sir. You really have been struggling tonight, huh? Yeah, so during that's what she's basing this entire campaign on, is basically if she can take down Two-Face, she can take down anybody.
Wait, I thought when Jim said took down, I thought she meant like put him away in like Arkham or Iron Heights.
No, I'm sorry, but yeah, no. Harvey's been dead for like over a year.
Whoa.
I'm actually genuinely at a loss for words. I don't know where to go from here. Damn, okay. Who else is dead?
List everyone, Alfred.
My brain was not expecting that question. Super solid question. Okay, good.
And don't say Jason cries. Bruce starts ugly crying in the backseat.
Well, unfortunately, I am assuming y'all do both remember Jason and his passing.
Yes.
Also, whereabouts unknown, but we haven't heard from the Joker in over 2 years, so he can be presumed dead. I don't see why he would be staying this quiet for so long, but
I just turn around and look at Bruce.
That's all I do.
Hold on, give me a second.
I just like daggers stare at him.
And I just say, I know as much as you do at the moment. I don't know.
Hey, I'm not the one that almost broke their oath, pal.
Okay, so besides those two, again, it's a more of a missing situation, but Victor Zsasz has not been seen in quite some time. He broke out of Arkham not too long ago, about 3 months ago, but has just been surprisingly quiet for him. He's not really the quiet type, and no bodies that could be easily linked to him. So he's also been missing.
That's of course, yeah. No, we would have heard something about Zsasz by now, but
yeah.
Cobblepot still in Arkham?
Oh yes, absolutely.
What about Selena? Kyle?
Well, Bruce would know more than I, but yes, I'm pretty sure she's still around.
Yeah, she is.
Oh my god. Not listening. Not listening. Freeze.
Yes. Freeze. I mean, you have you have your normal problems. Most of them are locked away right now, which, count blessings for that. But
Thank you for making that a lot easier on me by just saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, the rest of them are like gone."
Yeah,
or like locked up. Okay.
There's several that we do not know the whereabouts at this moment. As you know, well, I guess you don't, Master Grayson, but the Riddler, Poison Ivy, both of them have been missing for quite some time. But those, unfortunately, they do tend to keep quiet until they don't want to be. So,
what about Crane?
As far as I know, last time I heard, he was also in Arkham.
Okay. Bane?
Oh yes, very very tightly locked up in Arkham. They have to keep a short leash on that guy. I will just say you don't need to do this ever.
No, yes I do, because I need to know if you're stealing plots. Sorry. Okay.
If it was important, I have already alluded to something. So you're good.
Okay. I'm now, I need to sit and process now.
Okay.
So I'm just like quiet.
While you process, we make it back to the Batcave. It's probably about we'll say between, like, let's just say 2:30. Okay, so y'all make it back into the Batcave. Everything's, you're in the Batcave. What would you like to do now?
Computer, give.
You don't need the coordinates for your car anymore.
No, I don't.
No, and we can't track her phone, obviously, because it's at the apartment. Did you take the phone?
No, I left it there.
You left it there, but either way, I mean, we can't track it.
And like nobody, like Barbara's not waiting for us there.
Nope, okay. No one's there. So, boys, would y'all mind if I ran a little blood sample just for each of you to see maybe what was running through your blood, to see if it's still running through there? Maybe that will help us figure something out.
Sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just vampires. No.
It's that plot line. Yes, Vampire King Dick. I don't like how I said King Dick.
Yeah, that's not a fun combination of words. Okay, so while y'all are thinking or doing whatever, y'all can do stuff. He's just gonna be sitting there getting some blood from y'all.
Stealing our blood. I just like immediately go over to like the computer and like start looking at like the most recently accessed stuff on the Bat computer.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for the lack of communication, I'm going to call it emails. We don't have to think of it as emails, but just kind of alerts in one way or another. You did have some kind of alert on your phone that, like, if you get more than 5 missed calls from a person, it bings the computer just in case, or maybe more than 2 missed calls from a person. So you do have an alert of, Jim Gordon was trying to reach you.
We have several different alerts of various numbers.
Yes, various numbers. Jim Gordon, the main one, but a few other ones as well.
And you said those aren't like in our phone, so like it's just a random number.
Yeah, I think we need to search those.
Yeah,
I'm asking the DM like that. They're just random numbers. We don't have.
For you, they're random numbers. But yeah, they're not in your phone, so you're not 100% sure who is calling you.
Okay. Okay. And that's the most recently accessed stuff.
Okay, so hold on, I wasn't done. I just got distracted by that. So, you do also have an email from Lucius just saying, hey, when you have a moment, I have some ideas to run by you to maybe upgrade some of your stuff. And then you also just have one alert that you don't really know there's no like sender. It's kind of a subject line that just says, please help. And that's what you see.
That's all it says?
I'm clicking on the please help.
Me.
Obviously.
Okay. So yeah, so you just see just a message from Rick Strongmall, Rikk, STRONGMAL, if you'd like to spell that. And it just has an address, and that's all it says. So subject line, please help, Rick Strongmall, address.
And that's Strong MAL.
Correct.
Okay, so am I blanking on something, or is this just some random person? No, like this is okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I understand. I'm not answering that question.
Because also that's like not coming up.
You don't have Google. Well, I guess you might have. No, you don't have Google. It's before
the
Google.
back computer.
Yeah, so I mean, you can take that name and send it through, like your database if you'd like to.
I'll send that through the database, but also while I'm doing that, I'm also gonna take one of the random numbers and also put that through the database, because that would be a separate thing.
Yeah. So I'll go in order. So Rick Strongmall goes through your database. It's running in the background. He runs for a long time. 0 results found.
Okay.
The phone number you go through. It does come up with Lance Heyman, and it just gives like a little brief you have a lot of information, and you just see that it is a PR representative for Jim Gordon.
Okay, I take one of the other missed call numbers, put that in.
Another random name that I don't want to make. A representative of Jim Gordon.
If I continue to like put these through, are they just all people that are like a part of like Jim's campaign?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. First, how did they get my number? But also, why do they have Bruce's number?
They have well.
No, let's be honest. So just from campaign stuff.
Yeah.
Unless they directly asked Jim for the number, and Jim gave it to them, they shouldn't have his number or mine. So that's really weird that they have that number.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But okay. And I didn't see Barbara. Did I see Barbara's other dress to the nines nightwear at the apartment? Not lingerie. Not lingerie. I meant the suit.
I will say you would have known where that was, but you did not check. So I'm not going to give you that information.
Shit. Okay, in that case, I'm going to pull up.
You're going to run as fast as you can.
No. I'm going to pull up in the database or on the back computer location data, because we would have trackers in all of our suits just in case.
Okay. And yeah, so you can pull that up. You see yours are where you expected. There, y'all's are both in the Bat Cave.
They would be in the cave.
Hers is in her apartment.
I also know that, knowing Bruce, because Bruce is a paranoid, on the verge of schizophrenic, he would have put one on Jim. Where's Jim?
Let's see. I said it's like 2 to 3 o'clock. I'm okay saying at this point, Jim is at his house.
Okay.
And you would recognize that as Jim's house.
Okay. Last thing I'm gonna do before I let Casey do some stuff. I'm gonna pull up.
I like how this is his computer, and you're just like, no, all right.
Yeah, I had the same thought. But my blood's being taken, so I'm just chilling.
At this point, both of your bloods have been taken and is being run for
No.
testing.
Bruce is eating a cookie now because he had too much blood taken. I pull up because we would definitely have access to this. I pull up like cellular locational data to see where our phones pinged off of.
Like when? I don't understand.
Like
where all of your phones are. I'm missing the point of this.
It would so like through across the course of the night.
Like tracking it throughout the night.
So at this point, yes, tracking it from Barbara to where we were, like where we woke up.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna say you're not gonna. They took you from Barbara's house, and brought you to the warehouse. There was no in between.
Cool.
And Barbara's phone never moved because
I know. Now, were there any cell phones that were not ours in the same vicinity as ours? Because they would have pinged off of the same tower in the same location. Were there any other cell phones?
Would we have known those numbers to ping from?
Well, you wouldn't need to.
Okay, you get 2 phone numbers from that.
Okay. Where are those phone numbers now?
I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like the hill area. So yeah, you see that both of those numbers are kind of on a street in that area, but they're actively moving.
Oh, okay. So like they're actively moving. They haven't stopped yet.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna keep those numbers up and have them being tracked. And when they stop,
it'll ping you.
That's yes.
Okay.
I'm now getting up from the computer and I'm gonna go put on the Nightwing suit.
Okay, I was gonna say, as the DM, I'm gonna cut you off and let Batman do some stuff now.
Okay, I mean, I guess with that said, I acknowledge his summary and I start gearing up too. That's good stuff. What do we do though? While we're waiting for the ping and we're all dressed up to do the thing.
I'm gonna pause y'all.
Oh.
Okay. Luckily the blood was actually pretty easily analyzed, so we actually do have the result of that. So
we do have the technology.
Yes. So there were large amounts of Atropa belladonna in your system, but it wasn't just regular belladonna, because otherwise, honestly, with that amount, as strong as both of you are, you would be dead. It does seem to be a very specific dose designed to make y'all pass out and forget your memory for a little while. As I'm sure both of y'all know, as I'm sure both of y'all know, Atropa belladonna is a very poignant plant, but it's very hard to grow.
Ivy.
Yep.
Ping.
Do we?
We got pinged. What were you gonna say, Casey?
Nice ping. I don't know. The ping distracted me.
Okay, I go check out the ping.
Yeah. So I tell you what, we both go over there.
Okay, so y'all get to the ping. You do notice that the ping stopped in the middle of the park on the east end, which is really the only really grassy area in that area. And with that said, thank you for watching this episode of the Nerd Cops podcast.
I'd be a great peasant.
We hope y'all enjoyed this episode. We will keep going on this journey next week, so hope y'all will join us. Until then, we'll talk to y'all later.